and say, that's helpful, Dark. Look to her and say, thank you for this opportunity. Says, we have come to know that soon an attack will happen upon the territory of the Scarlet Serpents from many of the gangs and groups surrounding their territory. Many of those have been bullied by them, even if the Scarlet Serpents have not been able to push through their entrenched lines. We could not hear of such an endeavor, which is in our interest indeed, and not wish to bring you and your people in on this opportunity. Your people's prowess is spoken for not only by this proof, he sort of gestures to the different skeletons, but also by the tongues of many we have spoken to about this issue. Surely, having the pressure of the Scarlet Serpents, the fear of their wrath removed as a factor in decision-making, perhaps even recovering some land or wealth that they might have taken, would be in your great interest. Sort of bows again.
I have not many bows to spare, Dwarf. What are you proposing?
It says, the Scarlet Serpents are strong because of their leader. We plan to challenge her. However, we will need our utmost resources in order to do such a thing. To get to her, we need for her people to be fighting elsewhere. The common people should not be much of an issue for yours.
She tilts her head. You're going to attempt to fight Scarlet herself?
Yes. We believe from our searching, speaking with many, that would be the best way to defeat them.
You're new to the ruins, aren't you?
Sort of nods. Says, we have not been here for more than a few months, certainly.
Yes. That is obvious, considering how you so freely suggest that killing Scarlet is even a possibility.
We have found no suggestion that she would be mortal. But perhaps you have information that we do not.
I attempt to steer clear of their area. It is lethal.
And yet, if we and the others were to fail, they would only grow stronger and larger. And how long would it then be before those who had not grown would be eclipsed by them?
All right, Dwarf.
As defeated, forced to pay tribute.
Let's say I were suicidal enough to want to assist you. How would I go about doing that?
It says, reducing their numbers is a key factor. Splitting their forces, no single gang can take them alone. That is why many will attack at once.
Synchronized assault.
You likely know how to order your people much better than I, but from your reputation it would seem that you are rather stealthy, and so moving in between the ruins, shooting and ambushing their patrols, luring more towards you, and then perhaps falling back to your station where they will not have a chance of defeating you, luring them into a trap. They will likely not expect this, and if they are fighting in other regions as well, the amount that will follow will be rather limited. However, in doing so, you will be aiding everyone else as well, in pushing for their objective.
And
if
who
you see
is
the possibility.
everyone else?
There's, well, us for one.
Just the four of you?
We are a strike team, as it happens. We will go for the leader. Beyond that, the Rekhumis and the Coterie are also going to attack.
She snorts at the mention of the Rekhumis.
As none have a chance alone. But if anyone had a chance alone, the Scarlet Serpents would already have been defeated. This will be, well, if not one of them, it certainly will be the, perhaps even the best opportunity to take them down. Our names can certainly be put on this deed, if it is retribution from other forces that are holding you back.
So you mentioned these other gangs, but you four are going to be the ones who try to find Scarlet wherever she might be, and kill her?
Even now, we have people working on the inside to make sure that she is where we wish to find her.
People? Multiple?
No, it says, beyond that, the Coterie was rather confident with their own people on the inside. Not that I can speak for who that would be. We are simply proposing a collaboration, as none of our groups can do this alone. The more we have, the more likely the chance of success. And such a chance is, well, to many worth it because of the potential gains doing such a thing.
The hints of a smile twitch at the Drow's lips. All right then, Dwarf. You're going to have to provide me with as much information as you have, so that your collaboration, or whatever it is you want to call it, will actually be of assistance to you.
Right. Well, what in particular would you want to know?
Whatever it is that you have, which it would be pertinent for what you're planning to do.
Well, going over what the other two major groups will be doing is probably a good start.
So, the Humies will be the main distraction. They will make a lot of noise and charge and attack. Likely make the Scarlet Serpents send some people to deal with them. Humies have requested time to prepare so that they may gather additional mercenaries for what there's sure to be a great feast of gold and wealth. That should attract enough of the locals to their cause so that they might make a grand spectacle. The Coterie then plans to, as this goes on, to move in along with the spectacle and make sure that many of the patrols get lost, missent, that information between and coordination between the Scarlet Serpents gets misled and misappropriated, so they cannot properly organize their units. This should allow your people to easily take out the isolated units on the fringe, making sure that the Humies have as little opposition as possible and can make the grandest spectacle possible, perhaps making Scarlet send out more troops than would be wise for her own protection. We then plan to move in, potentially with more people we have not yet spoken to, but we certainly plan to hire a few more distractions along the northern border to move in and strike at her while she is preoccupied with thoughts of what is going on the fringes of her territory. We are ourselves rather capable people of magical prowess, and should be able to. He sort of, when he says that, sort of looks towards Fargus, especially, feeling the radiation of power, says, and should be able to strike at her with rather heavy force that, well, should prove fatal for even the hardiest of her kind.
Quick force while distracted to eliminate the head.
Once she is gone, we will likely strike whatever lieutenants we can and then extract ourselves, as the other groups, will have taken care of their duties. The Humies will push as far as they can. Coterie will make sure that French troops are misled, and if you do indeed cut them down, the Scarlet Serpents might regroup at their headquarters to find that they are leaderless. This will make them, much less of a problem.
I will not be able to rotate my forces. I'll only be able to attack from the west. Otherwise, the diligent guards may notice the shifting of my people, and might be alarmed.
A valid concern, to be sure.
Your people's prowess might make up for the limited range of their attacks, but that would still split the Scarlet Serpents in two between the Coterie's misinformation and disruption.
How long?
3 days.
All right. She looks up at one of the rooftops, looks back at you, says, "Then, answer me this. What are you four seeking to gain from this?"
So, says, for one, a name. He'll look sort of dour as he says this, as he thinks about all the shitty times we've had here. Walking around looking for people being insulted by goblins and whatnot. And then say, after this, even if others struck the blow, many will happily, it seems, let our names be the first on the list of who took down Scarlet. This will give us some respect. We are new here, and we are growing wary of being known as simply those new here sweets. This will give us some... this will start a storm for us. It will break the Scarlet Serpents, put our name out there. People will seek to rectify us, strike us back down, and if we can survive that storm, we will be established people in the city. Beyond that, the Scarlets are ripe for this. They have grown too big for their own good. There's many who would seek them destroyed when the opportunity presents itself. And as we are willing to and able to take this strike, it seems that many are willing and able to take the opportunity.
Then, as you go, some advice. Don't speak with Adaro.
We weren't planning to.
Their reputation speaks of them for being, as likely to hurt our side as the enemy.
The smile, very faint, slightly widens. Yes, logical then. You will be attempting to break into wherever Scarlet is, presumably somewhere within the territory, and kill her while all of the dragonkin and lizard folk are distracted. You're going to need all of the not Darrow help you can get.
Zerabowers, do you have any further suggestions?
Don't fail.
He gives a slight smile and says, we certainly do not plan to. And then he will give a deep bow and sort of take a step back, waiting to leave before she, of course, lets him.
She, gives you a nod of acknowledgement and turns her back, walking away.
He'll turn his back and walk away out of the alleyway.
Alright. Leon in his mind curiously considering how many bows were pointed at them the whole time.
I think
we're between
countless.
1 and fucked.
Yeah.
That is a valid number.
At this point, I hope it's the latter. One would be so disappointing.
I think we're at fuck.
It's like 2 elves that live here. Well, they could be 2 awesome elves, I suppose. But...
They're two epic tier elves. Wait, what?
Alright.
Late evening, it is going to be nightfall before you get back to Hiram's Hall.
Let's return then.
Yeah, we should.
Alright. Your group is able to navigate back to Hiram's Hall, which I'm sure you noticed no longer sports Jafar.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Sad day.
yes, you make it back. The condition that you left it in. No attacks, no grand evil. Good.
How wonderful. It's nice sometimes.
It feels too peaceful.
Feeling like it's just quiet before a storm is very, very correct, I suppose. Good thing is, for once, we are the ones making the storm.
We won't do that too often.
Let's get some rest. I imagine tomorrow we would... we will sneak or try to get into their territory, take a look at what they actually have in there. If Thomas has still not reported back, asking the friends if he has, probably getting a no.
Getting a no.
Then we'll say we'll go and take a look ourselves. He might not be able to respond within 3 days. We had hoped for a little longer, of course. But the Recumes were not really able to give us any more time. Then, after that, we'll decide what sort of mercenaries we might be able to hire to assist us further.
How many mercs can you buy for 300 gold?
How much money do we have in total?
Well, in the pile, which I have not split because I decided not to split the High Rock coins,
Yes.
was 363.
And I have 124.
Which is the amount I gave you before.
Yes. I got it like a while ago.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
I haven't spent any in a long time.
Except when you know this place.
Yeah, sure.
Alright then, I suppose we get some rest.
Yep.
Food.
Sleep the night away.
If there are no activities that you wish to do during the night shall pass, and a new day will arrive, the 27th sunset. Not whiteout conditions outside, a bit easier to see, though still very cold.
I was actually about to ask as Leon grabs some breakfast and looks out the door.
I'll need to be right back for a minute.
Alright.
Tempus will see Leon looking out the door, seeing the cold, seemingly annoyed by it.
By any chance, there isn't a horde of lizards out there?
Looks around. No horde of lizards?
Oh. I was convinced that one of those gangs would have at least backstabbed us.
Well, it's only the first night.
That's true. That's very true.
Leon will move back, pull out a wool blanket from his bag and start wrapping it around himself again.
Tempus will... You notice Tempus is probably, his arms are still bare, because he's still freaking wearing the magic items. He'll look outside, rub his arms a bit. So...
Is Joey here still asleep?
I think so, yes. Oh yeah, Leon. I do think I might have found a person who knows more about that lich we saw.
You see Leon twitch as you say that.
I don't really know what you know about him. But yeah, I do know a person who might know more about it.
Oh, do you now?
Yes. Looks at you curiously.
I'll be curious to find out anything you do.
Well, I mean, I assume you are as interested as I am.
Certainly, though. I hope for our sake that we don't draw his attention.
No, that might be bad.
But why
But
would we
how-
don't hear him to wake up?
I have a feeling that he might be trouble for all of us.
You'll see Leon nod to that as he walks away.
Well,
Gesture Tempus in.
Tempus will just see it out of the corner of his eye and start walking over.
While we wait for Dwohurim, gestures to your seat, pulls out a pack of cards.
Put that card back in. I saw you slide one up your sleeve.
Are you sure you're not just imagining it? I'm not an expert, remember. That's your job.
No. Oh, come on. Pull the sleeve down.
Pulls it down. There's 2 aces.
See, now, if you're wanting to do it properly, what you need to do is you need to distract me first. And this is how you do it. And you notice he doesn't have any sleeves. Yet somehow, in his chest, he shows you 3 aces. And you look down, there's only 1 ace back in your wrist. You go, that's how you do it.
Impressive. Have to teach me more.
Nice. Okay, so here's one of these tricks.
And this is how Leon, using his epic feat, eventually got Trickster of the Dice.
Back.
right. Fargus
So
said-
we. Oh. Yeah, you were saying?
was. You ready to go?
Yes. Yes, let us make our leave. Let's try to do it before it gets too, well. I have patrols out.
Yes.
You two ready?
You'll see us playing cards.
Tempus sort of looks back. Yeah, almost let Leon win one.
I'll beat you one day.
But,
How
see,
generous of you.
You've got to see those tricks I taught you. Don't use them on me because I just taught you them.
No, but I did have another trick.
Well, indeed, that was quite a cunning trick about folding the edge of the cards. That was quite an interesting and novel technique, except you did have to do it on the new ones.
Well, you know.
You did almost fool me, though, with that interesting glimpse where you said, look over your shoulder, that one of the slaves was running away. That one nearly got me.
Also, I believe you should look up your sleeve.
And Tempus looks up his sleeve.
There's a card.
Oh, you're getting good.
I guess I'm learning from the best. Gives a wink. Certainly
Yes,
amused.
it's very amusing. Now, how are we going to go about this?
Well, I don't see too many ways we can go about this.
We'd like to stay hidden, possible.
It would be for the best.
The area is rather large. It might be hard to stay hidden all the way, especially in these conditions. Does it still snow?
It's not snowing right now. There's no whiteout, so you can see much further, with the caveat that patrols can see much further.
Yep.
It is certainly difficult. We're going to have to keep
Our
cover
footsteps are not going to be filled with new, fresh snow immediately.
No. If we move, we would have to move quickly and have to take cover behind buildings.
And,
Move along them as well, where the snow is thin, so that our footsteps will not be as visible.
And as a reminder for God, the entire span of the Scarlet Serpent's territory is about the length of 4 city blocks. You walk outside, go to a city, go to an intersection, and then just start walking and count to 4. It's about how big it is.
Well, we only need to get to the middle, hopefully. The thought at least being that their base would be in the middle.
Yes. The trouble is moving silently in this weather. It's gonna make a lot of noise. And there's not much cover either.
Seemed like there was a lot of cover. Or beyond that, couldn't you just turn into a bird, Fargus?
No, that was only for that one time.
I don't understand your magic at all.
That wasn't actually my magic.
See.
It was the spirit of a different druid in Dunning.
I suppose walking to the edge is the first step. And then taking the first step in would be the first step. So.
Then you go the second, and the third, and the seventh. You gotta skip
You're
4,
very
5,
good at
6.
sneaking in, Tempus.
Well,
You
that's
might
what
be the one to be sent in through the middle of this.
Ah,
Don't get caught.
if you're sure. And Tempus will go and see if he can try and find his long overcoat that he gave to Thomas all those whiles ago. I need to make sure I look good for this.
So, what angle are you hoping to approach the neighborhood, or rather the territory from?
Trying to go via the back road again, or
The same one we approached last time, I think, because we have some familiarity with how to get sort of a little bit into that. And, you know, it'll sort of save us from starting right from scratch.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm loading.
I really wish it would begin to snow.
unfortunately,
Should have had that one orb.
I don't think our
Yeah.
druid knows how to control weather.
No, I don't. I'm not that powerful.
That would be an impressive trick. It's like, suddenly summer!
Send a heat wave down upon them, or we wouldn't be prepared for that.
They're just all like, they
Let's,
start getting out,
let's
lazing in the
stay
sun.
in cover here, you know.
Yeah, it'd be preferable.
Well, I guess watching them will also be something.
Oh god.
They're gonna be around here.
I'm just gonna hit you. I'm with you guys, but I can't see yet. It's just, I'm with you.
As a warning, the whiteout layer from this has been completely removed. So you could see the entire length of the neighborhood map, meaning that your enemies can see the entire length of the neighborhood map.
Yeah.
Your
Is the goal the same as last time?
yes, for you to reach the south would allow you to bypass the this neighborhood.
We're gonna be moving in initiative, I assume.
Yes, I'll be putting you folks in initiative.
I guess we'll go. We should go in a group, so.
So go
think
ahead
we-
and roll for initiative.
Right.
Initiative
I think we should just hug the corner.
If someone can roll for me, that would be fantastic.
Is the macro on your token?
Yes.
He can't. Yeah, he can't access.
I
it
can't
right
access
now.
that.
Just.
Take an eye. I don't have ownership. So.
I do.
Okay, that's me. That's me back in.
Okay, you can do it then. I'll try better click it.
Ooh.
Roll plus
Maybe it was
bonus,
better for you.
plus int bonus divided by 100.
Oh, you
Oh, okay.
yeah, because
July.
I wanted to have to point something in
Sure,
there.
that makes sense.
As I'm more used to from having like other systems do it, so.
Alright.
I like that initiative roll. 24th of July.
We can see the opponent's Gryph, if that
That's-
matters.
That's fine.
Alright.
Would have been using pretty much today's date, wouldn't it? Just Gryph.
All right, go ahead and move.
Alright.
And these blocks merely demonstrate the fact that because the neighborhoods are so vast that even if you do see someone, you're just not going to be in a good enough position to like attack them.
Right. First off, Fargus will move to this corner over here and check around it.
Okay.
And then he will sort of rush over here.
All right.
Yep.
Go ahead and handle movement. Leon.
Okay. Leon will move up like this, basically hugging against the building,
Mm-hmm.
and trying to hug it as much as he can to not get seen. And I guess he can try moving across again. Don't trust it there though. It's visible still.
Yeah, I should have moved further.
Okay, Leon will just kind of like listen out and try and hug the building, try and make it hard as possible to be seen if someone does come around.
All We, should you possibly get spotted, we'll have people make their stealth checks then. Tempus?
Alright. Tempus is going to do his best to be sneaky. Should I roll secret?
Like I said, should you actually be under threat of being spotted, we'll handle a check then.
Okay.
There won't be any need to roll secretly for it.
I guess Tempus will just try his best to keep with the crew for the moment.
Someone has to go down there.
You want to do that?
I mean, Manaki, you can move past me.